During this quick e-learning module, I'm going to show you how to use Microsoft Live Meeting. Now, we are beginning with the assumption that you have received your invitation to the meeting and you have clicked the link to open it up. Once you do that, you will be taken to a page where you'll have an option on there to join the meeting. You click the Join the Meeting option off of the Microsoft Live Meeting site, and this window will eventually be displayed for you. Now, the first time that you sign into Live Meeting, you may have to install the Live Meeting software. It's a quick download. It's from Microsoft, so it's relatively safe. You shouldn't have any problems with it. Once you're in the meeting itself, the interface that you have is relatively intuitive. I'm going to walk you through some of the functionality during this quick learning module, though, to ensure that you are comfortable with it before our first class. Now, the first thing that I'd like to talk about is the Microsoft Live Meeting menu bar. Now, the menu bar looks different depending on whether you've been set up as a presenter or just as an attendee. Now, I have displayed for you in Microsoft Live Meeting a PowerPoint that details how to use Microsoft Live Meeting. So I guess if you think about that too long, you might get a headache. So just bear with me here. The toolbar that we see here in the presentation is what a presenter would see as somebody who is able to instruct, say, a live meeting class, as your instructor will be doing. Now, here in the actual live meeting window that I'm recording for this module, I'm set up as an attendee, so I do not have all of the same options that I would if I were a presenter. I'm going to focus just on those tools that are available to us as attendees. The toolbar has 4 options for us: attendees, voice and video, Q&A, and meeting. And then on the other side of the screen, we have the volume control, we have our microphone on and off button, our video camera on and off button, our handouts, notes, our feedback, and the all-important help button. Let me take you through first to chat. Now, the chat functionality is fairly easy to use. To chat, you simply select the individual with whom you would like to chat. So we are set up as Glenn Laptop. The presenter for this training module is set up as Glenn Paul. So I click chat, and I could say this is a chat message. That easy. So let me show you again how we did that. I click attendees. I right-click on the individual to whom I would like to chat. I select chat from the right-click drop-down menu. The chat window opens, and I can chat. Chat, chat, chat. That goes to the recipient of that chat message that I had selected earlier, and only to that recipient. Now, that recipient can respond, and when the recipient does so, it's displayed on my screen. I can have a conversation this way with other students and with the instructor or the facilitator. Certainly handy functionality. Now, in Microsoft Live Meeting, unlike some of the other webinar software packages that are available out there, you are not allowed to chat with everybody all at once. So you must select one individual to chat with, and that person is the only person who will see your chat, unless there's somebody looking over that individual's shoulder. So the chat functionality is commonly used in class, and it's fairly easy to use. The next thing I want to talk about is the mute functionality. Now, when your instructor is speaking, you'll want to listen. If your microphone that you have attached to your computer is not muted, you risk the chance of people in the webinar being able to hear what's happening around you. So whether it's you taking a sip of coffee or taking a phone call or listening to music or hold music, depending on how you're attached to the meeting, all of these items can be distracting and potentially embarrassing. So what you'll want to do when your instructor is presenting material is to go ahead and click the microphone icon located over here in the voice and video window. Now, it's also located here in the toolbar. Both of those will work. Now, if I click this once, it's muted. And if I click it again, it's unmuted. So in this situation right now, my microphone is muted, so I'm not broadcasting any audio out to the other attendees in this course. If I clicked it once more, the circle and slash would go away, and that tells me that I am now live and on the air, so to speak. So you'll want to, if not use this mute functionality, at least be sure that you have attached a microphone that has a manual mute button on it, and many of them do. I strongly recommend those. They're nice, and often they give you some sort of a color code letting you know if you're muted or if you're on the air. Now, for video, right now I don't have anybody who's sharing video, but I'll show you how we could view video nonetheless. When you first sign into Microsoft Live Meeting, you might have to click the Voice and Video toolbar here at the top of the screen. That will open up the Voice and Video panel, which I have dragged over previously to the right side of my screen. But if I wanted to, I could make it a larger screen, or I could size it however I want it, simply by using my mouse and my size selection arrows. I could also move it around. I could put it at the bottom of my screen if I wanted. I could put it up here where I think it works best. And the laptop that I'm using to create this e-learning module happens to have a webcam associated with it. So if you would like to share video with the other learners, all you need to do is press this camera button. And here again, we see the circle slash indicator letting you know that your camera is turned off. If you press that button when it's turned off, it will turn on your camera. And now you get an image of me doing my e-learning recording. Now that video is shared with everybody who is on in your webinar. So again, you'll probably want to keep that video camera turned off unless your instructor has instructed you to do otherwise. If you do have it on, you want to remember that it's on. Oftentimes learners forget, and there's seen doing things which could be distracting to other learners or potentially embarrassing to themselves. So again, you want to keep that off unless you've been instructed to turn on your camera.